Ever walked past a Commonwealth Bank branch in Australia and wondered if they're just there? Like solely an Aussie thing? Or do their green and gold colors fly a little further afield? That's what we're diving into today, the international presence, or lack thereof, of the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. Now, before we get into the specifics, it's worth understanding the sheer scale of the Commonwealth Bank within Australia. It's one of the big four banks, a cornerstone of the Australian financial system. We're talking millions of customers, a massive network of branches and ATMs, and a significant influence on the Australian economy. So, it's natural to assume a bank this big must have a huge international footprint, right? Well, not exactly. Let's rewind a little. The Commonwealth Bank's history is intertwined with the history of Australia itself. It was established in 1911 by the Australian government, initially acting as the country's central bank. Over time, it evolved into a full-service commercial bank, eventually being privatized in the 1990s. This history is important because it shaped the bank's primary focus, serving the Australian market. Think of it like this: if you build a really successful restaurant in your hometown, you might consider expanding to other cities or even other countries. But you'd probably focus on perfecting your original location and serving your local customers first. The Commonwealth Bank, in many ways, has taken a similar approach. They've focused on dominating the Australian market. So, does this mean they have no international presence whatsoever? No, that's not quite true either. It's more nuanced than a simple yes or no. The Commonwealth Bank does have some international operations, but they're significantly smaller and more focused than you might expect from a bank of this size. Historically, the Commonwealth Bank had a more extensive international network, particularly in the Pacific region and in London. They had branches in places like Fiji, New Zealand, and other Pacific Island nations, reflecting Australia's historical ties and economic relationships in the region. They also maintained a presence in major financial centers like London to facilitate international transactions and support Australian businesses operating overseas. However, in recent years, the Commonwealth Bank has undergone a strategic shift, streamlining its operations and focusing on its core Australian market. This has led to the sale or closure of many of its international branches and subsidiaries. They've essentially been pulling back from widespread international retail banking. A key factor in this decision is profitability. Running international operations is complex and expensive. It requires navigating different regulatory environments, managing diverse customer bases, and competing with established local banks. For the Commonwealth Bank, the returns from some of its international ventures simply weren't justifying the investment. It made more business sense to concentrate on their extremely strong position in Australia. This strategic shift isn't unique to the Commonwealth Bank. Many large banks around the world have been reassessing their international strategies in recent years, focusing on core markets and divesting non-core assets. It's about maximizing efficiency and profitability in a globalized, but also increasingly competitive financial landscape. So where does that leave us? What kind of international presence does the Commonwealth Bank maintain today? While they've significantly scaled back their retail banking operations overseas, they do still have a presence in some key locations. This presence is primarily focused on supporting institutional clients, facilitating trade finance, and providing other wholesale banking services. For example, they maintain offices in major financial centers like London and New York. These offices primarily serve corporate and institutional clients, helping Australian businesses conduct international transactions and access global markets. They also support international businesses looking to invest or operate in Australia. Think of it as a business-to-business rather than a business-to-consumer approach. They're not trying to open branches on every high street around the world. Instead, they're focusing on providing specialized services to large corporations and institutions that have international needs. Another important aspect of the Commonwealth Bank's international activities is its involvement in correspondent banking. This is where banks have accounts with each other to facilitate cross-border payments. Even if the Commonwealth Bank doesn't have a physical branch in a particular country, they can still facilitate transactions through their correspondent banking relationships. So, to summarize, the Commonwealth Bank is primarily focused on the Australian market. While it has historically had a more extensive international presence, it has significantly scaled back its overseas retail banking operations in recent years. Today, its international focus is primarily on supporting institutional clients, facilitating trade finance, and providing other wholesale banking services through offices in key financial centers and correspondent banking relationships. They're not trying to be a global retail bank like HSBC or Citibank. Their strategy is different. They're leveraging their strong position in Australia to serve Australian businesses with international needs and to support international businesses operating in Australia. They're playing to their strengths. This focused approach makes sense for the Commonwealth Bank. They have a dominant position in a stable and prosperous economy. Why spread themselves too thin trying to compete in countless different markets when they can excel in their home territory and provide targeted services to international clients? It's a reminder that international doesn't always mean having branches everywhere. It can mean a more strategic, targeted approach. It's about choosing where you can add the most value and focusing your resources accordingly. For the Commonwealth Bank, that's firmly rooted in Australia, with a supporting role played on the global stage. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.